Hi, welcome. It's Meredith. I am here with a little bonus reading for the upcoming eclipse, which is happening for us on the 10th of January. It's a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Cancer. So my guides, my angels have encouraged me to do a reading about the eclipse, and specifically, well, take it for whenever you see it. We're not going to get too much into timing here. However, from the 10th through the 24th, which is on the 24th, there's a new moon. And I think that's in Aquarius. So this energy will run from the 10th to the 24th. Okay. So we got that covered. Keep in mind, though, some of us may already be feeling some of the pull, the draw in the eclipse energy. And then on the 10th, the feeling here is, or as my guides explain it to me, when you have an eclipse, the event itself opens up a portal of energy from the cosmos that we are not typically exposed to. For the duration of the eclipse, we are, or the whole planet is exposed to the incoming energy of the eclipse, and then that stays with us for 6 months to 2 years, depending upon how it's affecting you and what you're working on in your spiritual journey. So take it with a grain of salt. You know, none of this is any kind of a hard and fast rule. What we do know for sure is things get shaken up, things get changed, and the energy atmosphere certainly changes around us. And then our response, sometimes our reaction to it, has a lot to say about where we are within our own relationship to self. So we are going to start there. Do keep that at the heart of the matter. Your relationship to self and how you personally will be affected by the eclipse energy. Then we're going to move it out into our connection with other people, because how we are with our own selves translates to how we are with others. So let's get started. I'm going to use my version of the Celtic Cross that I've just been using for the January monthly messages. Check those out. Those are all up on the channel for you now. Enjoy them. And we'll get started. Our first card is the energy of now. So this is where we are as the eclipse arrives. And it's a central theme type of message. So if you want to know how to handle this, if there's anything to handle per se, you're going to want to adopt a Four of Swords type of energy around it. The Four of Swords is rest, ease, and peace for the spiritual warrior. This is a time of ease and relaxation. It's a four, so it's really stable. It tells us we're on a great foundation, which we know already because we've been seeing that message in the cards, the daily readings, for weeks and weeks and weeks. So we are on a stable foundation, which is great. And the energy that we can bring to the eclipse experience for our own selves is peace, ease, grace. There's nothing to react to here, no matter how you are stimulated by the energy atmosphere. The next card supports the now, and we have Justice. Justice looks a little sour in this deck. We're using the new Palladini tarot deck for the reading, and Justice here looks a little bit morose to my eye. It is a message, though, about harmony, balance, and mercy. So have mercy on your own self and really adopt a position of harmony and balance as you approach all experience and situations. Now, my guides are reminding me. They had me make notes about this morning. So they're reminding me that the energy of playfulness, engaging your imagination, dreaming, staying connected to your dream and your heart space, this is all really good. It's a good default place to go to harmonize and balance yourself off the Justice card here. My feeling too, and the guides are confirming that as we come into the eclipse energy, we may actually feel a little bit like some sort of righteousness. We'll want to take action on righteousness in some way. And the guides are saying, remember to throttle that back to peace, ease, and relaxation, imagination, and play. All right, let's take a look at 2 cards that came out of the shuffle in the foundation. We have the High Priestess. Yeah, consult your inner oracle every single time. That's the energy that is inspiring the reading, is to go within the self. And the tendency toward a reactionary outburst seems rather, for some of us, imminent. And we won't even really see that coming. You know, it'll just happen. Boom, there it is. And then we wish we could dial that all back in, right? Coming with the High Priestess is the 3 of Wands. Okay, this is a reminder of what's going on consistently. Now, eclipses don't come along that often. Consistently, though, we are looking at a whole new world of experience, and an eclipse is a really short experience, but it packs a cosmic punch, so to speak. And that cosmic punch could have us feeling like we've been thrown off our foundation just a little bit, and then there's a bit of recovering from it, right? So here we have the High Priestess and we have the 3 of Rods. The Rods are reminding us that we've already stepped across the threshold to a new world of experience, and we've already sent out our seed thoughts, and they are out there somewhere in the cosmos, also being exposed to the eclipse energy. So my feeling is that the High Priestess is reminding us of what we're connected to on a consistent basis. In the foundation position, this is the reminder to stay in your heart space. Keep your eye on what's on the foundation. Also, do remember that the High Priestess will show you what's in the periphery that will either serve your highest and greatest outcome or no longer has a purpose for your highest and greatest outcome. So this is a message of stay cool, stay chill, be relaxed, stay in harmony and balance, and keep your eye on the ball here with the 3 of Rods. It's the reminder of what you're co-creating with the divine all that is, and the High Priestess will want you coming back to that over and over again. The message is, if you start to feel a little wonky, energetically speaking, from, inner dialogue with self or interactions with other, you're going to want to come back to the heart of the matter for yourself. So we'll come back over and over to that 4 of Swords. Next card is recent influence energy. We have 9 of Cups. What a beautiful card, right? As I tell you, every time we turn it over, it's the Ace of Cups 9 times over. And we've seen this card more than once in the past week. So, date of this reading is the 5th of January. So, last week, New Year's week, we saw this 9 of Cups more than one time. We saw it a lot too in the monthly readings for January, so check those out yet again, reminding you. But the 9 of Cups, this is a wish fulfillment. This is a dream come true kind of card, and I love that it's here in the recent influence position because it is connecting to our daily readings, but it is also a confirmation of what's here in the foundation. The High Priestess is reminding us of all of our blessings, our divine and cosmic gifts from the universe, from the all that is. This is yet another reminder of keep your eye on the ball here. This eclipse energy, while it is temporary and passing like a wave, will pack some kind of a punch for us. And in that punch part of it, we may feel like that 9 of Cups disappeared and it hasn't gone anywhere. It's still influencing what's going on in the now for us. And look here, in this card, we have a nice new moon up there in the sky. Actually, no, is that a waning? Yeah, that's a waning full moon, isn't it? Regardless, even as we come into full moon energy, that's when a great amount of energy gets released. So when we talk about the eclipse packing a cosmic punch, keep in mind that it's a full moon, and every single full moon, the moon releases its energy from its monthly cycle. And that's joining forces with the energy of the eclipse. It's kind of a big deal. Now, it's happening in Cancer. So we have the moon, which is connected to water. We have the sign of Cancer, which is connected to water. The sun is actually in Capricorn, so it's almost like a flood washes over the land. And when those waters recede, where are you going to find yourself? You're going to feel like your Nine of Cups, which has also got the same moon position here on it, as does the Three of Rods. You know, are you going to feel as though your Nine of Cups has disappeared on you, or are you going to recall that this is still a great big part of your foundation? Harmony and balance is required here. This next card is the Alchemy of Now. This is what's changing as a result of all this energy. You know, the High Priestess and the Death card, they just can't stay away from each other, can they? No, they can't. Okay, well, you know, they're all looking in the same direction too. The Nine, the High Priestess, and the Death card, they're all looking in the same direction. Interesting. So we've seen the High Priestess and the Death card come together more than once over the past couple of months here. And I do believe in 1 week they came together at least twice. But their message is that the High Priestess will show you what's in the periphery. That again is either to your benefit, your highest, greatest outcome, or she will show you, point you toward what is no longer serving a purpose for you, and the Death card comes in and just wipes that off the foundation for you. Excellent, isn't it? While you sit here relaxed, chilled out, calm, with your feet up, staying in harmony and balance, and allowing the Death card to come sweeping in and pull from your foundation what is not serving you in your Nine of Cups, right? That's pretty fantastic, actually. So the Death card, as you know, Scorpio, it's deep, it's mysterious. There is transformation on the card, and there is a simultaneous ending and beginning. And certainly that's something we can come to expect in eclipse energy. We'll come back to this a little bit more. Next card is the energy atmosphere within the eclipse itself, and we have Two of Cups. Okay, so here we go. Let's start with relationship to self. You're going to feel a shift there. There may be reaction within you. As I said, there's a lot of water energy washing over earth energy here in the eclipse, with that Cancer Capricorn energy combining. And here you have the Two of Cups. This is relationship to self. So this is the harmony and the balance within the Justice card of divine masculine, divine feminine within self-relationship. And then we have how we connect to all of our other relationships. So family, friends, beloveds. The potential challenge that comes along in this energy atmosphere with that Two of Cups is Six of Swords. Okay. You know, this is interesting too as you look at this card. I hope you can see it clearly. But we have the shore here. We've got the shoreline, and we've got all this water. Now, as I'm telling you, Cancer, Moon, washing up on, you know, within Capricorn, Earth energy. Here it is perfectly demonstrated for us on the Six of Swords. So we may be having a desire to travel to parts unknown within self-relationship. So there could be somewhat of a separation, sense of separation, or withdrawal in some way, or communication becomes somewhat compromised. But what's really happening here is, and the opposite could happen too. We could have a lot more communication and of an emotional nature and how we express ourselves that helps us move on here in the Six of Swords. There's a lot of movement in terms of this six represents moving from slightly less than favorable or less than desirable experience into much better experience. So there's the connection for you with the Three of Wands. You've sent out your seed thoughts, and they're out there in the cosmos. They're being nurtured, and they're on their way back to us. Then we see it here in the 6th, like arriving actually. And this feels like an improved energy. So while we may have a very brief period of silence, even within our own selves, a hush and a quiet may wash over us. And at that time, we're not really connecting and sharing our thoughts, feelings with others. That feels very brief, perhaps even just for the duration of the actual eclipse. And then as that energy moves back out and we begin to integrate what has been gifted to us in the eclipse, we have a restoration of communication, and that communication itself is much more profound. It is deeply emotional, but it's not emotionally destructive. It's emotionally expansive. Because it has our imagination, our dreaming, our playfulness wrapped up in it, our desire for transformation, our willingness to celebrate everything in these 9 cups in a harmonized and balanced way. Ooh, I'm liking this. And then potential outcome, we have 2 cards here too. We have the Empress, and then we have the King of Swords. What a great combination. And, that's just it. Take a look here. You have the 2 of Cups. And as I'm staring at that card, I feel this is something in its, I'm going to say juvenile state. And then as this energy gets, pulled through the eclipse, it's like these 2 hop in this boat, travel to a new land, 3 of Swords, guided by their intuition. And they come out the other side as the Empress and the King of Swords. She's the mother of the tarot. She is abundance. She is vitality, fertility, creativeness, passion, joy, love, nurturing. She has it all, this one. And the King of Swords. I know I would really love to see the Emperor sitting right there next to her, but if not the Emperor, at least the King of Swords, yes. He holds the Ace of Swords. He has brilliant clarity, everlasting strength, and a very wise and discerning mind that is really grounded in long-term happiness and fulfillment, not just for himself, but for everyone in his realm, in his world, and most especially his queen and or his empress. So it's a refinement. It's an upgrade of energy. You come from something that's in its infancy or even in a juvenile stage, and you transform it through the eclipse, traversing the eclipse, and all this emotion washes up on the shore, and it delivers these 2 really upgraded beings that started out over here on the 2 of Cups. It's pretty amazing. So take that into the realm of relationship for yourself. There's another way to look at these cards, and for some of you, this may just be for a small percentage of you, but look at that Justice card. As I said, it looks a bit sorrowful and even a little sour. Look at that Ace of Swords, though, in the background. Very nice. Anyway, that card, as I look at it right now, is a state of loneliness. Abandonment, even. And what do you do with that? You go into meditation. You do the inner journey work that's required to bring yourself out of that kind of a vibration. You imagine, you dream, you play, and you begin to manifest. 3 of Rods. You dig into your inner wisdom, the High Priestess, in this meditating, resting state over here, and you create for yourself a 9 of Cups life experience. Again, that's the Ace of Cups 9 times over. This is giving from the overflow. This is the universe consistently, perpetually, infinitely filling your cup and blessing your life, which creates tremendous transformation for you here on the Death card. So this aspect, this way of being, this life experience it transforms, it dies, and is reborn into something much more favorable, desirable, joyful. It's loving. It's full of faith and a burning passion to take root and thrive, right? So we come out of this kind of energy into the Nine of Cups through doing the spiritual journey work and having a transformation. And as we have the transformation, we start to test it out. We give it legs, it starts to run, and it starts to be, and it starts to grow and get strong and to thrive and survive. And then it creates more movement, momentum for experience, Six of Swords. And so you continue on the journey. And as you reach this shore, on the other side of this eclipse, you come out divine masculine, divine feminine as a King of Swords and the Empress. This could also be the journey of a relationship that you're experiencing. You may have come out of one looking a bit like the Justice card over there. You may have come through some sort of legal matter or divorce here. You required a timeout. You needed to revitalize yourself. And as you did that, you went into your deep inner knowing. You listened to the voice of your heart and your soul, and you created new ideas, and you sent them out into the world. And then they started to roll back in, and they started blessing you, which created transformation, a purification of your spirit, so to speak. And you came out renewed and connecting in your world with your family, with your friends, and perhaps even a brand new beloved. And perhaps you and your brand new beloved have been a bit on a journey here, and you've reached a new shore on the other side of the gateway and threshold that we continue to see ourselves crossing in the daily readings. And you arrive there, again, the Empress, the King of Swords. It's beautiful. You arrive there, the High Priestess, and the Death card together. These are still the same characters here in Tarot, just in different phases. Wow, that's pretty powerful stuff. All right, I was going to do some other cards, but I feel like this is good as is. I don't know that we really need to add to this, except maybe because we love them so much, the angel answer cards. So take a moment now if you wish. Ask a question if you have one. Allow the cards to be a confirmation for you. Or a fresh reading. All right, first card. Ooh, they're dropping out for me. First card, no need to worry. Emphatically, yes. 2 exclamation points on that, by the way. Okay. And the other card that came out with that was recovery, which we see here on that Four of Swords. That's the energy. Allow yourself to be blessed by divine white light, angelic healing energy as you go through the eclipse experience. Next, what else do we have? Angel answers. You know, just like the dailies, look at this. Big happy changes. Yes, it's the happy that makes the big change. And you have to know the contrast of happy in the Justice card here. I really think the artwork speaks louder than anything else off that card right now. So you have to understand the contrast so that you can have the perspective of what's between this and big happy changes. And it's the transformation, it's the journey work, it's the Nine of Cups, it's the blessings that come your way. It's this invaluable and priceless inner knowing that drives you onto a whole new path, to get into a whole new boat and go to a whole new place within your relationship to self so that you can take that into all of your interactions. I think we still need another one. Look at that. Ask your angels. Yep. If you need more support as you go through this kind of cosmic event, call on your guides and angels. Archangel Michael's a great one. Archangel Raphael, Gabriel, Ariel, all of them. Call them all. Yeah, put them before you, put them behind you, and just walk through this cosmic event with angelic energy surrounding you. All right, one more card. Let's do it from The Universe Has Your Back. Why not have an affirmation through this, right? What do we have? The moment I embrace my peace within, Four of Swords, and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Yeah. And bring you the Nine of Cups. Yes. All right. There is our full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer for January 10th reading. You may want to save this one in your watch list. Come back to it, you know, set a reminder in your phone too. Put a 6-month bell on this. Come back and rewatch this video in 6 months. So yeah, save it in one of your little YouTube playlists and revisit it and see what kind of journey you had as a result of this eclipse. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Do like, share, subscribe here on the channel. Leave a comment if you are guided to do so. And happy eclipse. Bye for now. Namaste.